Welcome to my channel, Connection of Lives and Interests. This is Sharon coming to you at about 8:15 in the evening on Eastern Time. And I wanted to show you the lighthouse that's lit between daytime and dark time to see if you could notice that the lighthouse is actually lit. You can't see the light in the background at the other house because it's not dark enough for it to come on yet. So, have any of you been dealing with either ants, mice, rats, wasps, carpenter bees, fire ants? What are you dealing with this year? I know up north there are a number of people dealing in the neighborhood with a lot of something on me, speaking of bugs and stuff, dealing with ants in the house. They're not even really sugar ants, but they're small, and mice and or rats. So here in the south, as you know, when I have filmed my walking around the yard and stuff, that we deal with fire ants. Comment below if you have encountered fire ants, if maybe you don't have them where you live, but you know what they are, have been somewhere where they've been, and have you been bitten by one? Yes, they bite, but it feels like a sting, like a hot match. We were dealing with carpenter ants up until this year. Mr. Thumbs Up went out and bought carpenter ant traps, and if any of you are wondering, they really do work. And I have videos, maybe shorts and regular videos, that I snuck a shot in of the traps, and you do capture them. We haven't been having any eating up our railing on the back steps, which, you know, they make, that's thunder, you probably can't hear it. Comment if you heard that thunder. It's still rumbling. They make holes that big around and about that deep in your wood. No lie. So if you have railings and they keep drilling, which I call it that, holes in your railing, eventually you won't have a railing left. So that's why you have to get rid of them. So last year, before the traps, Mr. Thumbs Up put in, you know, the bug spray killer stuff, and then stuffed it with coated poison in the holes, hoping that they wouldn't come back, and then he would wrap it with a rag. I know it sounds ghetto or whatever, but you do what you gotta do to save your railings, right? Oh, we had to replace our railing, not because it was dry rotted and old, but because it was eaten by carpenter bees. How many of you are truly aware of the damage that carpenter bees can do? Which is kind of, you know, interesting. I just realized that we don't have carpenter ants, but I know up north, excuse me, in Massachusetts, they have carpenter ants. So too bad these carpenters didn't build, they destroy. Don't they know that carpenters build and not destroy? Do you have carpenter ants? Have you encountered them? Do you know what those are all about? Our issue this year, Mr. Thumbs Up solved the carpenter bee issue, but if you watched my long video and my short videos of me sitting in this chair, I checked before I sat, I had a wasp nest under my chair and I wasn't aware, and I'm a poet and don't even know it. I was sitting here throughout the whole video like I am now, and then just before I decided to get up, a wasp stung me. And you know what's funny? No, it's too dark to see, and I told Mr. Thumbs Up not to turn on porch light because I wanted you all to enjoy the lighthouse light. But I have like a permanent mark from my wasp sting that I showed y'all. I don't know, maybe that was my first and hopefully my last wasp sting. And y'all comment below, is that something normal, or is that something that just happens when you're older? You get scars from such things, and I know you do get many scars that don't want to heal because you don't heal like you used to, but you know, educate me, because that was my first wasp sting. Maybe people walking around with scars saying, yeah, I got this one's labeled. So there's not one underneath my chair, but let me show you. Last year, and I think the year before, that whole colander, I guess you call it, pillar, was totally filled with wasps, and Mr. Thumbs Up drenched it and got rid of them. So this year they're like, oh, I guess we can't build there, so we'll just build across the way. And look at, now we have wasps there. Let me see if I can get closer and see how many are on there. Maybe they're nicely sleeping. Oh, there comes another one coming around. I don't want to get stung. So that's the only one I see. So yeah, this is all about bugs and stuff. I only had one lizard that I was close to this year, and there's his water container. And I said that I was going to have to check to see if my mealworms were still, some of them were still living, and I had to dump them out. So I haven't been out much this year because, as I've said in other videos, I deal with chronic fatigue. I've been sleeping 15 plus hours a day. I went from one day to, 1 to 2 days a week to every day. Well, I had trouble sleeping the last 2 nights. My sister's in Massachusetts, and we're both dealing with a lot of the same stuff, but she is far more covered with medical issues. Let me tell you, she has enough for over 10 people, I always say. And I told her that recently, and she said no, and I said yeah. With all the surgeries and things she's had, but anyways, she has trouble not sleeping. So it's like a major celebration for me and my brother and the family that we hear that she's sleeping. So I know she doesn't, we both have been like staying up till, for me, it went from 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5 o'clock in the morning. But now I'm back to trying to go to bed about 2:30, which yesterday, surprisingly, because I didn't sleep good the night before, I just got up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and Mr. Thumbs Up's like, what are you doing up? And I said, I can't sleep. And he's like, I don't know what those words mean. Because all he hears is I want to sleep, and I do sleep. So I didn't sleep good last night, so I got up at 3 o'clock today. Yeah, my days are just crazy, and I do what I can when I can. And I got up and went on the couch, and I slept until about, what time did I? 3? I got up at 7, so I slept 4 hours. I think I just saw a wasp. I don't know what that was. So, you know what I find interesting? And I'm still going to try to go to bed at 2:30. I'm trying to, and that's the thing. Y'all have to realize, if you're giving people a hard time about staying up late, if they're like myself and my sister, we have no control over what our body does or doesn't do. And trust me, when we say we can't sleep, and people want to say, and thankfully Mr. Thumbs Up is very supportive of my issues. He understands, he sees, there's no hiding it, that you can't tell somebody to go to bed. And when he really learned that I couldn't sleep, was when we went camping in our cabin in the back. That's a 10 by 20 that he built. We went camping with Cosmo, and the dog was barking that used to be next door, and there was, I don't know, noise from the outside. We had our windows open. He couldn't sleep. So, he was like 3 o'clock in the morning. He's like, honey, are you awake? I'm like, yeah, I haven't been to sleep yet. He's like, oh, he goes, okay, we need to all go inside. I said, oh no, I'm staying out here. So he's like, okay, because it was cool air, and I absolutely love sleeping with the cool outdoor air. I'm one more apt to sleep with windows open, but Mr. Thumbs Up doesn't like to. I mean, if we were out where there was no traffic noise, this is a main road, maybe he would be more so, but when I'm sleeping, I am dead to the world. Mr. Thumbs Up doesn't like to do the dishes or bang or, do different things like that. What did he do? He put in, that was lightning, I don't know if you saw it, it was minor, a deadbolt, and what was it called? The peephole, because, I need to see who's outside before I open the door. And, he used the drill to drill holes and stuff, and he's like, oh, did you hear me this morning? I'm like, no. He's like, wow, you really don't hear. I was like, I keep telling you, if I'm sleeping, it's because I need it, and my body has welcomed it. So no, you're not going to wake me up. So, yeah, when I'm out, I'm out. But I'm probably making up for the days that I was a mom and you heard every little thing, right? We have to retire from that season. This is a new season. Shut it all out. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the lighthouse. I don't know if it's going to really get thundery out where y'all would enjoy it, but I hope you enjoyed this video and you give me a thumbs up, and you'll join my channel if you haven't yet. I have something for everybody. Just check my playlist, and I hope you'll hit that bell so you don't miss any upcoming notifications. And I want to give an update about my mother-in-law that many of you know that I was asking for prayer. She is home out of the hospital, 86 years old from major surgery. She did really well. She's home resting, and she sounds so much more like herself. So we're very happy and praising God for that outcome. We still need prayers for all the other things we've asked for. And thank you all that have prayed about my blood pressure being out of whack, my pulse rate, and me feeling weak and shaky and stuff. I was so bad that day, I could not do a thing. I was supposed to go do errands, and I was like, no, I'm gonna kill myself or somebody else being out on the road feeling like this. So yeah, kudos to me for making the right choice. And what else was I gonna say? Oh, to let you know how bad I was, I started to try to fill the liquid soap in the kitchen. We have a hand pump thing, and I had a bigger bottle. I could only get that much in, and then I had to quit because I just didn't have the strength to do it. That's how bad off that I was that day. So I want to let you know I've been doing good, but that happens hit or miss occasionally, and I'm starting to keep track of it all so I can let the doctors know. So thank you for all your prayers. We appreciate each and every one. Be kind, be nice, be encouraging no matter where you are through the internet. We can touch lives, we can make a difference, we can make people smile, laugh, and give encouraging words. And remember, keep the fun in all you do. Thanks for watching. I hope you like the lighthouse. You can see it lit, but it's not showing as dark as it really is in my camera, which just totally amazes me. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.